Welcome back to Big Guy Podcast, and we don't know what episode it is. So, today our special guests are Parker, Carter, and Terrell. How are you guys this fine morning?
Pretty good.
Better now.
Better than I deserve.
Yes,
You
sir.
two are returning guests, but you are a brand new guest we've never had on the show.
Yeah.
So, would you like to introduce yourself to the fans of Big Guy Podcast?
My name's Terrell. You can call me TGains05_, and I'm excited to be here.
Relax.
Alright, I said we just go right into it. We start with Fortnite Battle Royale.
Yep. Gotta
Set that.
talk about Fortnite Battle Royale.
Alright.
What are your guys' thoughts on Fortnite Battle Royale season OG?
Season 7 dropped yesterday. No Happy Hamlin. That's pretty bad, not gonna lie. That's a bad look. But besides that, I like it so far.
Have you noticed like whenever you die, you have to click return to lobby? You can't just
Oh,
play.
yeah.
There's no ready up.
Oh, that made me so mad.
They changed that.
Yeah.
I haven't played since I was.
Bro, they have, let's see, what else we got? What's back? So planes, cannons,
All drum in.
TAC SMG, drum gun,
Combat
dual
shotgun.
wheel combat, dual wheel,
Quad launcher.
yeah, the quad one.
I don't know.
But Epic Games, fix your game. What is this no ready up for?
Ah,
Gosh. Make me go through 2 loading screens. Back to lobby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 8.
Cancer. But honestly, I don't mind it. I just haven't run into the new shotgun. I don't
No.
like. What is it?
Me and Devin had an encounter with it last night.
I have not yet to get it. I've got the scar one time. I played for maybe 4 days in a row and got the scar one time.
I got a scar last night. I was playing 0 builds, and I got it in the last zone and killed you.
Wait, did you say you were playing 0 builds?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that you had a podcast member who didn't have balls.
I play
We
zero
were
build.
playing Zero Build like last week.
Yeah, we're playing zero build, and I got a golden scar. The only time I've
I was
ever
playing
got
0 build ranked,
47
by the way.
days.
I,
a
okay,
shot.
that's better.
and they die.
I think it's hilarious when you just come upon like 5 different squads just
That
fighting
is
each
so
other in the
funny.
open.
It's so cancer.
It's like World War II all over again. Or no, World War I.
I did cop a 17 kill dub yesterday. Duo solos.
Who's your... Oh, dude.
You just said 0 builds.
Yeah, I was playing with Gracie. She got kicked. Name's ball up right here. And they were all mobile kids.
Yes, sir.
Mobile, how do you even
Wait, what is your...
anymore?
What does Gracie play on?
Android?
Does she actually... That might be 8.
Ooh.
Did you at least
It's
get a
probably
working
gonna come back to
controller or something?
iPhone because
To Bluetooth?
Apple's being required to add backdating to their phones by the EU. They're like pushing a law that if you want to sell iPhones there, you have to allow backdating. Which you can get the Epic Game Store on your phone and then download Fortnite. So it could be coming back.
That was, yeah, that was this guy right here. That'd be sick.
Yeah.
Honestly, I miss it on the phone.
I hope we can connect controllers. and
Yeah,
everything
I
like
was gonna
play.
say
Yeah.
Played at school.
Yes, sir.
You know what was lit that we used to play at school? Freshman year when Among Us first came out.
Oh my
That
god.
was lit.
I had a
Shell shockers?
Yeah,
That
yeah,
was lit too.
Conquer.
Kronk.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was so. I hated that game so much.
Dude, Cole's the biggest Kronks sweat.
I know, like, so was like Gavin. Like, me, Gavin, and Landon would play like every day 5th hour last year, and I don't think Gavin's ever lost.
Landon's awful at every video game. You can put that in too. Leave
Yeah,
that
no.
in. Leave that in.
Leave the name though.
Landon's awful
No,
at every
no, we're
video
not
game.
calling him out
we're
here.
like blaming it for like actually insulting people.
He's actually...
That's bad, but
No, like, I'm gonna just forward this to Landon and just tell him we were calling you out here.
He's trash at every video game except 2K. Except 2K. Because he can beat me in 2K. That's it.
You know who's absolutely baller at 2K?
Terrell Games.
No, Miss Day.
I
I
destroyed
watched
this
Terrell
thing.
drop this
Did
thing.
you?
By 30.
T-Games are
I beat her by
I just think
30.
it was hilarious. Freshman year, Sam Antrim brings in his Xbox. Miss Day were playing 2K. She absolutely whoops him by 30. It was hilarious. Oh, Mr. Collins did come up with a topic for us.
yeah. I was asking Mr. Collins what we should talk about on today's episode, and he said like goofiest or weirdest things that happened to you guys in middle school.
Oh, there's
Oh,
a lot
I've actually think
Okay,
about this.
let's,
Start
Oh.
thinking. Alright, let me set the scene here. 6th grade. Science class, Miss Pruitt's class. We're doing a group project.
I don't think it's coming.
I love that.
I think we were
class.
doing a slideshow. Whatever it was. We get on Carter's Chromebook, me and Terrell do.
Oh, yeah.
We look up pictures of deer mating. We pull up this image. There are 3 deer. Can't say that. And we put it all over Carter's Chromebook.
We could say but like we're just gonna beep and beep it, but beep it, but beep it, but that'll be fun. I'm gonna cut out me commenting on that. That was cringe.
Yeah.
One of the crazy things I seen is when at lunch when Cole threw breadcrumb right in this kid's crack. The kid jumped up like that.
Can you name the crack? Who's crack?
I don't
No,
know.
it was a rando.
It was random.
Yeah,
I don't think it
Have you
goes here.
seen side character?
Yes.
He was in I also remember this one time, we were getting lippy at the lunch table, and I think it was Joseph Gelkin and like Rowdy or somebody.
Yeah.
And Rowdy was like being weird and like pouring all this food in his tray and like mixing it all. He had like milk and lasagna and like all this other weird
Yeah.
stuff. And they got mad. And Rowdy like flung it at Joe and it clipped the thing on the table and spilled all over Rowdy. It was disgusting.
It was nasty.
So nasty.
Yeah.
You brought up the Chromebook thing, and I remember people used to like log into other people's accounts and change their Google backgrounds.
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
We still do that.
That's so
I did that.
cool, yeah.
I did that in Cali this year.
One of the top reasons why I changed my password. I'm not even gonna lie. I was afraid.
Stretch.
Huh?
No.
Oh, I thought you
That
said
was
something.
something.
Oh, you should have done
So
that.
for tech stretch.
Also, another thing, I remember we got in trouble really bad in health class when we would draw inappropriate drawings.
Oh yeah, because Brody signed his name on one of them.
Yeah, Brady carved it into the paint on the
Oh.
floor in the next class.
Oh my gosh.
Found out.
Yeah, I had Rowdy 3 hours.
I remember-
Pretty funny.
Dude, you guys remember when Rowdy tried to jump over Mike Hester?
I don't know if I was there.
I remember I broke Rowdy's hip.
Get him right in his meatloaf.
Do you remember when Jake Gibson beat Rowdy in a foot race?
You did?
There's no way.
I'm not even lying.
No, this isn't
Jake, yes. Jake Gibson beat Rowdy in a foot race down and back in the gym.
This is
Was Rowdy trying?
Yeah, like he was full on move, like as fast as he can sprinting.
No way.
That's awesome. So PE.
I would need to see it.
was like 7th grade or 8th grade year. We're playing mat ball. Rowdy's running to first base. Mike Lester gets in his way and he tries to jump up over him. Lands and starts crying. Like he's sitting there for like 10 minutes. And so everybody has to go to the wall.
No,
And then
that was when I broke his hip. When I jumped and we were playing basketball and Rowdy stood there and I accidentally jumped into him and he fell on his side.
I thought that was when we played mat
No.
ball because he tried jumping over Hester.
No, I'm pretty sure it was when, because I jumped and hit Rowdy and then he fell on his side and broke his hip. I don't know how he broke his hip. And then we all sat in the wall and
And then
the double doors flung open and they brought a wheelchair in to carry him.
I can't remember that. I don't know if you guys were in
Wait, was this
class,
first time
but
or something?
no.
I think it
There was this kid, I forget his name, but he would get like super mad. I think so, but there's one time he
Throw
took
his
off
shoes.
his shoe.
Throw his shoes.
Oh my god,
that
that
was
was
so funny.
That was David Strong.
That was like so funny. And like he would throw his shoe across the locker room and
Yeah.
people like
He missed by like 20 feet.
it was so funny.
I just remember I had PE for my last 2 years with Cal Ackland and Drew Earthco and all them, and they would just go try hard every day. And there's no point in me trying.
That's cringe.
You know,
I also remember we would basically tell Michael Hester what to do with everyday life.
Yeah.
He like, I don't know why he'd listen to us, but we'd tell him every day to like take cologne.
That was Michael Lancaster.
I mean, did I say Hester?
Yes.
I meant Michael Lancaster. And we'd tell him to spray cologne in his mouth, and every day he'd be like, and he'd go in the bathroom and like puke every single day.
Oh my god.
Honestly,
I don't know.
I think Michael Lancaster is equally as goofy as Hester is.
Low-key
Oh,
might be even worse.
They're the same, just different.
Yeah, Mike
Race.
Lane.
Fonts, same but different fonts.
Well. Oh my god.
We had to bleep that.
He does.
No, does he not go for
Esther.
real?
I know.
Lancaster.
I said
Lancaster's-
Lancaster
kind
kind of. Wait,
Lancaster's freaking Snapchat was Space Monkey Lancaster.
that is true.
Yeah, how many Snapchats does he even have? He has like 4 burner accounts. I'm like,
Maybe 12.
I don't think I added a single one. He tried to add me on every one.
Tell me that doesn't look like Michael Lancaster.
That's
Dude, that's.
That's messed up.
I remember 6th grade year we played mat ball, and at this point I had a crush on someone. And
Xavier.
no, her name was Sienna Wilson. And she was running home, and also the girls' locker room, the mat ball. I chucked it as hard as I could, thinking nothing. I didn't think I'd hit her. Well, lo and behold, she runs right into it. It smacks her in the head. Oh my god.
Did you start crying?
Yeah, she started bawling her eyes out. It was bad. I just threw it and I was sitting there, I was waiting, and all of a sudden, just, boom! She's down!
I kind of wanted to ask this question since we didn't really get a Halloween episode. I was gonna ask like, what are your guys' favorite horror movies? And this could be like a universe too or anything like that.
That gives me PTSD, and that's why it's so scary to me.
Dude, why? Why would you say that?
Oh my god, that was funny that you didn't laugh.
We really need to do bleep counters for each person. So.
Yeah.
We should. That'd be kind of funny.
Can we open up betting on who will have the most bleeps?
No, we already know who's getting the most bleeps.
Yes, I got 20 bucks
He's
on
already
Parker.
got like
He was the
5 or
white,
6.
the white kid.
Absolutely
Horror movie? Bro, he landed
I'm playing basketball.
Dude, we
I'll
can't
go
think of
start
one.
with
I'm
mine.
gonna change the question slightly. What is like the scariest thing that has happened to you guys? There we go. We wanted to do a Halloween episode basically, but we didn't get around to it. We also wanted to ask our mom about the thing that she told us about one time, but we didn't.
Okay, I'll go. Probably the scariest thing that I've been a part of is when one time I was leaving the school. I think it was after we had practice, and I was with my dad, and like we drove by there, like down the bridge, that area, and you know like where it turns off to go up the hill and out on the highway right there?
Yeah.
Well, we were driving by there, and my dad's just like, when we got to the bridge, he just absolutely just lays on the horn. I don't know why, he's just trying to be stupid. And we get like around that curve to where you can see like where you turn out on that road. There's a lady like sitting there in the road, like right in the middle of the road, like crisscross like this. And I screamed bloody murder. That was the scariest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. She did not move, and we just kept going past her. We did not, we didn't even talk to her. But yeah, that's probably the scariest thing.
Wasn't there a body found down in there somewhere?
Yeah, that's why it was scary. It was after that stuff was going around too, so that's why it was.
Yeah.
The scariest thing that probably ever happened to me, and this was a different, I guess, type of scary. So, this was actually pretty recently. So, my parents were going to somewhere in Kansas. They were looking at freaking gas stations because they're weird. And we were in the blue car because this is important, the Nissan. And we parked at the second gas station. And my dad left the car in drive, and the keys were in the key thing. And then I was just laying down watching TikTok, scrolling away, and then I dropped my phone and I was like confused on why I dropped it. And then I realized that the car was going backwards, straight into a gas pump, and I was sitting in the back seat, or laying down. And I didn't know why I dropped it, but then I realized that the car was going backwards straight to a gas pump. So I get up, jump over, and slam on the brakes, and then put the car back into park. And I was like 6 feet away from the gas pump, and I would have hit it if I didn't react fast enough. That was scary.
That's terrifying.
It exploded like on Fortnite.
Devin watched a couple videos of gas stations exploding, and it is like insane. I don't know if we might be able to find one and like put it in, like a clip of one of them absolutely
You can put one like Fortnite, like that.
Yeah, a Fortnite gas station.
That'd be kind of funny, actually.
Carter, you got a scary.
Dude, one time, so me and Brody were at the house, and my mom left, like, she left probably about, I don't even know. She was gone for about 30 to 40 minutes. She went to town. And like 10 minutes after she had left, we're sitting there making food upstairs, and we hear my mom call my name from downstairs. But she wasn't even home. And then like 30 minutes later, she shows up at the house. That was probably one of the scariest things. To this
Like
day.
you both heard it? Like,
Yeah, like clear as day. There's just Carter.
Okay, I actually have a similar story to that. So when we first moved to Mountain View,
That's still.
we were in kind of like this, it was a shabby house, but we were staying there just for a short time before we bought our house that we're in now. And it was me and my little brother. We were home, and I was actually in the shower, and I just heard someone yell my name. I just heard someone say Isaiah, like at the top of their lungs, right? So I hurry up, I get done, and I get out, and I go up to Enoch, and I'm like, what do you need? And he's sitting on the couch, like pale face. He's like, that wasn't me, I heard it too.
That's
And so we just both like actually went outside and just waited for our parents to get home. We were like scared out of our mind. And it was a really weird feeling because like whenever you were in that house, it always felt like someone was like watching you. You know that feeling?
Yeah.
It was bad. Like scariest 2 months of my life probably.
I've never really had anything like paranormal kind of happen to me. Besides like one time I was like really little, and I just got my like own room because I used to, when I was little, just sleep in the same bed as my mom and dad. And so when I got my room, I had this toy Woody, and you know the ones where you pull the string back and it starts speaking. And one time I was like laying in the bed with my mom and dad like before I was gonna go in there, and like all of a sudden like you could hear like the Woody go off, like someone pulled the string from the other room, and I was freaking out. And obviously I went in there and there was like, it was just laying on the floor, so it was like nobody could just go in there and pull it.
Yeah.
But I do have one more story. This
Thanks.
might have been the scariest thing actually. So like Christmas time we got out, like again I was really little, and my dad like he leaves like 6 a.m. for work, and so when he leaves he locks the door usually, and for some reason he didn't lock the door, and the one day he didn't lock the door, me and my mom woke up and we were like debating if we were gonna go like eat breakfast or if we wanted to sleep in longer. We're like, let's just sleep in longer. And she rolls over. I can't imagine what she saw, but I was like laying in the middle of the bed and she was laying on the side, and she rolls back over and like closes her eyes, and then she just opens it for some reason, and there's a lady standing
Yeah,
by
that's
her.
what I was gonna ask her about, because
Yeah.
like for her Halloween episode, she
Yeah.
told us that story one time. Yeah.
There was a lady standing next to my bed, and she screamed, and that lady, like, she was, like, hunched over, too, like, right in my mom's face, and then
Oh.
she stood up, and we're like, what are you, like, who are you, like, what are you doing here? And she's like, is your name Cheryl? And we're like, who is Cheryl? And then, like, she somehow got the wrong house, and I don't know how.
Walked in.
Yeah, just walked up the stairs, and then walked in, and then, yeah, and then she just,
She's
we're
just,
like,
checking
no,
your
this
room.
isn't Cheryl. She's like, oh, okay, and just walks out the door and leaves.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Well, and my mom's like, as she was going upstairs, my mom's like, thanks for not killing us, because we thought we were gonna die. I thought she was gonna pull out a knife or something, but she just
Like
literally just
Cindy
left
Crawford.
them.
Imagine that was the same lady that like when you were with your dad and you
Yeah.
imagine it was the same lady.
She just haunts me forever.
Parker.
If you go to leaving school today, then you'll see her just standing up at the window or something.
Oh.
That's true.
Look in the mirror, she's there.
Yeah.
Don't
She's
wish
not-
that upon Daryl, God.
That'd be scary. Alright, who hasn't went yet?
Parker.
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 I'm trying to think.
See this one time in second hour and pushed real hard and it wasn't a fart. Go real scary.
What's happened?
Scary.
What's happened to you? That's scary.
Getting arrested.
That was funny.
That was terrible.
Oh, that one time when we were taking audition.
That was pretty scary. That wasn't like anything like creepy. I mean, like, I was actually.
What?
We got
He
shot
said
at.
like,
Just tell the
like
story,
he just
we
said something that scared
Okay.
him.
Unless it's gonna like get you guys in trouble. Then.
Yeah.
Oh,
It shouldn't.
No,
this
it
happened
shouldn't.
like 5
This was a
years
really
ago.
long time
Okay.
ago. This was like 5 or 6 years ago. So where were we in, like elementary school? We
No.
may have been in like 6th grade.
This was like 7th grade, probably.
Okay, one of the grades before high school. It's me, Terrell, Carter, and Gage Yardley. This is throwback. And we're doing audition in West Plains. And
Gosh, I just now remember.
yeah, we got Terrell's mom to drive us around because we like went out of Terrell subdivision. We went further away, and so we're running around, and Jess drops us off. So we all get out, and then we went and didn't we get we went and got somebody.
Who was the
today.
one that knocked on
I was
that?
supposed to be the one that didn't know.
Was it Gage? I didn't.
No,
No.
Carter didn't.
No,
You guys
it
both
was-
came up.
Was it me and you that were together? Yeah.
Yeah,
Me
no,
and
you
you were
guys went
together.
up together because Carter wouldn't go by himself.
Yeah.
So Carter finally did, and then I'll get there. But we got this one house, and then it was kind of like we knew the guy, and then he didn't do anything. So we're like, okay. And so we went down, just a couple houses down to the right, and there's like this big, fancier house. And so, like we were just saying, Carter went up there, and then Terrell went with him because Carter was a chicken. And
Bro, no, you don't understand that.
Carter finally bangs on the door, and then Gage is like 3 houses down this way, hiding underneath a Wi-Fi van.
Yeah.
He's just laid down, hiding underneath it. And then I'm like hid underneath this street light, and like I can see everything going on. And so the guys knock on the door and they take off. Terrell comes running to me, and so me and him are like hiding, like kind of like parallel to each other behind this pole, like giggling. And then Carter's behind this truck that's in the driveway.
No, Gage was in
Gage,
behind the truck.
no, because
I was in like 2 driveways down.
Yeah,
Okay, so
in the
maybe you and
ditch.
Gage were switched
Yeah.
spots. But this guy comes out. He's huge.
he's absolutely jacked.
This guy's huge. And then, from what I remember, I don't know, like, what did Gage do? 'Cause he
No,
was
okay, so the
under
guy
him.
like goes, looks around, doesn't see anybody, and then he goes like to the side of his house, and when he like starts to go to the side of his house, Gage gets out. Was he under her car? Or?
No, he was just hiding behind
Oh, he's hiding behind a truck, and then so when the guy goes to look like beside the house where like the trucks are at, Gage just takes off sprinting back and just jumps in the back of my mom's car, and I don't know what happened after like
we were
we're
driving. Yeah, I was there in the car. Like I opened the.
Carter knocked on the door, ran directly to the car. He didn't. Even,
No, I ran across the street to a different house in the ditch. And then I was sitting there and I saw that the guy didn't come out, and so I was like, all right, I'm just gonna head closer to the car.
Yeah.
And then I got in, like I snuck in, opened the door, got in the car, and then all of a sudden I see the lights at the house turn on, and I can see, I can hear Gage like running. He's like, ooh, ooh, ooh. I throw open the door, Gage jumps in, we take off driving. And then that's,
behind like the
The
anthem.
boot barn.
Yeah.
yeah, you guys were freaking gone.
We were behind HB's boot.
Yeah, so me and Parker, we they got in the car, and so my mom's driving, and when the guy left, around the house, me and Parker ran down the street and hid behind like this. It was like an animal clinic, or I don't know what do you call it. Anyway, and we hid like up into like bushes, and so like I'm calling my mom on my phone, like, Mom, just come down the street, like we're chilling over here, and she's like, all right. She drives past us. And I'm like, I'm still on the phone. I'm like, Mom, stop! And she's not stopping. And me and Parker are sprinting as fast as we can to catch up to her. And and there's like this house like down the street, like around the curve down the street. And there's a guy on a porch with a spotlight going like back and forth like this. And dude, he literally locks onto me and Parker, and we hear like gunshots like go off. And I'm like.
In the
I'm like,
middle of town.
yeah, in the middle of town, in the middle of the night, and I'm like, Mom, stop the car, please. And then like she had the back hatch open, and me and Parker just sprinted and just full dove in the back hatch.
It was so lit.
And then we were like, we're never gonna do it again, Bob, so we did it again. So.
Next time we don't hang out, we're like, all right, whose house are we getting?
Yeah.
Tell the story like one time that you guys were like super young. It was just, maybe we were all there. The car dinged on just the house and ran in a straight line.
I didn't go anywhere. No.
Okay, first
She
of all-
didn't even open the door. We ding dong ditched the house already. They're like, get it again. And so I couldn't go like the house. So you walk in, like, so there's a front window, and then it curls around into like pretty much a little like alleyway, and then there's the door, and then the side of the garage is right here. So pretty much you're either way. Either way you
I think
go.
that might be your first bleep.
He believed
He
it.
blinked
He
himself.
blinked himself.
You're screwed either way you go. So I took off for a straight beeline. I was like, all right, I gotta get the first
Found a
car.
wide open field, by the way.
It was
Yeah.
right in the neighborhood.
I know.
Right down the middle of
I was like, I gotta get to the first car and hide behind it. Yeah, I looked at the first car. I was like, all right, that's not that far. Took off. I hit the door, took off running. I was like, all right, I'm good, I'm good. Nobody came out. We all leave. We walk down. We all walked down the street with your mom.
Yeah, I don't know what we were doing.
I think I had my shirt off at that point. No, I didn't.
No, because you said, hey, the guy in the red
Yeah,
shirt.
she opens the door. She's like, hey, the guy in the red shirt. Freaking.
Shoot out.
Of course, that's me. We walk over there. She talks to us. She had just gotten back from the hospital that day.
She like, there's some like on her face. I don't know what happened. Like she just got in like a car accident. We were being like 50 minutes. So it's pretty bad.
And then we knocked on her door a third time. But apologize this time. I apologize. Yeah.
Imagine she came out with a rifle thinking she got dinged.
A third time.
you down the last day.
Dallas, have you given us a word for you?
I don't really feel like I have any real good ones, to be honest. Like, it's worth telling the story.
Yeah. I have an outside horror story that I've been told. Brody was driving on Highway 17, coming back from West Plains. He got like right past the church, like Christian church in Mountain View, like right past it on that hill. And he said he saw like a lady, like in white with like a dress coat on, like black hair, like in heels. And he said like he put his brights on her, like he had his brights on, and he said her eyes were completely like jet black. I was like, you think it was, like, was it makeup? He was like, no, my brights hit her eyes, like right on her eyes. And I was like, it is cool. You mean he was huge?
I'd say my probably my favorite. Wait, you said favorite scary movie?
Yeah. Or series or, anything.
The Conjuring series.
Low-key, I don't know if you guys watched it, it's called The Strangers. That's probably my favorite. There's like two like,
Oh, The Stranger's crazy.
yeah, there's like 2 movies about it, like one in like 2008 they made. That was actually pretty good, and they made another one like a couple years back. That's probably my favorite.
I'll probably have to watch it. I didn't like horror movies, but
Yeah.
my favorite so far, me and Dal started watching this in 7th hour. And Saw, it's actually pretty good.
Saw.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
No, I hate
Freaking
those.
ruined this up.
Those are disgusting.
We want to
They are
watch
pretty
the
disgusting.
We want to watch the new Saw.
Yeah. I've never seen them before until we started watching them in 7th hour, but
The story's pretty good if you come on. Start out.
have to watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
New Saw is.
honestly, the grossest thing so far wasn't even any of the like bloody stuff, but like there's a part where a dude sticks his hand in like absolutely liquid poop water in the first movie.
Oh.
That grossed
That
me
is
out more
the
than
disgusting. Yeah, that's just so bad.
The new one's freaking like gruesome, like that gruesome.
We're almost there. I think we're almost there.
We're on the second movie.
We're about to finish the second movie, starting the third, maybe today. We don't know yet.
Which is the worst? It's the nastiest.
Good.
Good.
I would not say that at all. I watched 4 and 5 as well, and I feel like 4 is, or 5 even is slightly worse than 3.
I watched 1 and that was too much. That was too much for me. Not a big scary
But-
movie, guys.
Tied with The Conjuring. I like The Conjuring as well.
I actually none of all of that.
That was like the first like scary universe I've ever done.
Yeah, they're so good.
I don't know, that Five Nights at Freddy's scary movie was pretty good.
Dude, I haven't even watched it yet. I want to so bad.
I don't know. I heard it didn't really get the story or anything like that
No,
right.
it
So
was just kind of, I
it was
don't
just
know what it was.
You watched it?
Yeah. Watched it because it was on TV. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but like, Roku stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
ML or something.
ain't done on HBO Max yet.
It's on Peacock, I think.
That's right. Yeah, that's what it was. Peacock.
Peacock.
I think this has been our most calm episode.
I mean, that's fine with me.
No one's
That's
yelling at each other.
actual stories about people interrupting for once.
I was gonna ask, what would be the worst horror story or movie, I guess, like that you've ever seen,
Saw.
Bro, the worst.
like as in not like gore and stuff, just
Oh,
like,
like
it's like what this is
Terrible acting.
Yeah.
Bro. Jeepers Creepers Reborn. I watched it. I was like, alright, this is about to be lit. Jeepers Creepers, I love them. No. The worst CGI I've ever seen. And it came out in 2022.
Never gone in the hood.
It was the worst thing ever.
I watched
It too was pretty bad.
Yeah.
I haven't watched
Compared
any
to-
movies.
compared to
new-
the first
The
one.
new Pet Cemetery is not very good. I watched that and I thought it was pretty stupid. Makes no
Oh.
sense.
Me personally, I hate the Poltergeist. It was the worst movie I've ever seen in my entire life.
I've never seen it.
I don't know, I feel like a lot of horror movies just are not good movies. Like, I mean, they're probably scary, but it's like, as a movie, they're that good. But, I also haven't watched that movie, so I'm just making stuff up right now. But
And like the new Halloween movie.
Yeah.
Like when they finally kick.
Have you watched The Nun 2?
And that's yes, that is
Is it
good.
good?
Yeah.
Yes.
I need to watch it. That's like, I think the one movie that I'm missing, except for like The Curse of.
La La Reina.
Yeah.
I need to watch that
I couldn't find anywhere to watch it, and
on HBO.
oh, is it on HBO? I don't know that. It's like the one thing I don't have.
I thought the OG Terrifier was good.
Oh, yeah, that's probably the most gruesome movie I've ever seen.
That is
Yeah.
pretty.
It was pretty good
I
though.
want to watch it. I've still not watched the second one.
It's kind of dumb.
one of those, I don't know which one it was, I don't remember, but like, there's a part where like he cuts the person directly in half, like hours
Oh
later.
my god.
That was
A naked girl just right down the cooch and down the
Seriously, it's so nasty.
I think we should go over to shows. Favorite shows.
favorite shows.
Breaking Bad solos.
I was about to say Breaking Bad, or
South Park's pretty good too.
That.
yes,
South Park, Breaking Bad, and that's all you need.
Family Guy. I do like Family
Family Guy.
Yeah.
Impractical Jokers is pretty good too.
I watched Master Chef.
Bro,
I used to watch that.
I watched that
Pretty
too.
good.
We watched the compilations of him raging.
Yeah,
oh,
those are
dude,
so
that
good.
was
Master
so
Chef is
funny.
so good.
I started Arrow a couple weeks ago. and
Yeah,
I can't-
that's-
I can't
it's
stop
so
watching
good.
it. Yeah.
What season are you on?
I'm on 4 now.
I don't like that season actually, but because they started adding like magic to it. and
I don't
stuff,
know.
like,
It's still good though.
it's
like-
still like entertaining, but
Yeah.
it's just not as good. The next season is probably my favorite one.
5.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I got super into it in middle school, and I made like everybody. I tried to get everyone to watch it.
Yes, I
Carter
started
would
watching
watch
it.
I remember I was
Yeah.
over at Carter's house, and his parents were just out there in the living room watching Arrow.
Dude, my dad binge watches so much stuff. I don't know. He
I don't
started
really
watching
watch very
13
many
Reasons
shows.
Why.
Yeah.
Really?
My dad started watching 13 Reasons Why for some reason.
The only like shows I think I've ever watched and completed would be Quantico and Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad is good.
I still haven't
I
like,
can't think of
watched it
anything
yet. I
else.
just keep like.
Did you finish Better Call Saul?
I've not. I'm in season 2. And
Or Salt.
It's-
It's not very good.
It,
I never
it picks
finished.
off apparently on season 3, so I'm like slowly
really?
watching it.
I didn't even get through season 1. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm probably gonna finish the Saw movies, then go to Saw.
I think I missed something.
John.
Oh.
Okay.
my
Alright, back to Fortnite. What's your guys'
Everybody's running Bleach.
what's your guys' favorite season of all time?
we actually have to wrap up the episode.
No, we gotta answer this.
Season 3.
Okay,
Season 3.
chapter 2, season 4.
Dude,
W.
my-
Yeah.
I don't
So like
know.
chapter 2, season 1, and chapter 2, season 6, and chapter 1, season 5. Those are my top
This is a
three.
little controversial, but season X.
Ew, you're disgusting.
That was a fire
I
season.
like all the OG seasons.
Yeah, I mean,
Like-
I gotta go.
Like 1 through 9. 1 through 9, those are all good.
10 was
I'd
great.
say chapter 1, season 3, and season 4. Those were like
Yeah.
the
That-
prime.
That's when I started getting real.
Yeah,
Like,
That's when I heard mobile.
That's what I played.
Like the storyline of like the
Omega.
meteorites and stuff like
Yeah.
that. That
Yeah.
was my favorite.
What about
There was just
Parker?
like more hype
See-
about the game
season
back
three.
then. Like,
I remember coming home from school, getting on Xbox. My kick.
X.
My kick is online.
Give us an outro just in case we have to cut.
okay, let's keep talking because
It's cute.
this has been Big Eye Podcast season 2, episode something. See you next time.